Our next guest is a teacher and a cookbook author who combines her passion for her native Brazilian cuisine with her career. Leticia Moreno-Schwartz is the author of The Brazilian Kitchen, featuring 100 classic and contemporary recipes for all of us who cook at home. Chef Leticia joins me now. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. What are we going to make today?
So today we're going to make a pamonha pie. So pamonha is, do you know of tamales in Mexico?
Yes, tamales.
So similar. The difference is pamonha in Brazil, we use the fresh corn husk as opposed to the dried. And also in the Mexican version, they use with corn flour, and we make it with fresh corn. So it's a pie in the style of shepherd's pie.
I love shepherd's pie.
Isn't it wonderful? It's perfect for fall and winter.
It's comfort food.
Comfort food, warm and cozy, and you can do everything ahead of time, which is wonderful, up to 5 days.
Oh, that's great for very busy people like myself.
Exactly.
And these are all the ingredients in the basket?
These are the ingredients, and what we have here is beef sauce, like meat sauce, in the style of bolognese, okay? And I put some pancetta, some garlic, onions,
and for those
celery.
who don't know what pancetta is, that's what? What kind
a kind of bacon, exactly. Just to give more flavor.
All right.
You want to try some even by itself?
Really?
It's so delicious. And you can do a million things with it.
Is it spicy?
Well, you can make it spicy. I didn't make it too spicy, just well seasoned.
Very
right?
good. Mm-hmm.
And you can toss it with spaghetti, you can do it lasagna, or you can do pamonha pie.
Which is what we're going to do with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let me show you how we're going to do the corn layer.
Okay.
So what we're going to do here, how about if you start cooking with me? We're going to melt some butter.
Okay.
Melt some butter. I'm going to have here, this is corn that I'm going to process in
How much butter did we just put in here?
about 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. All right.
Yeah.
All of you at home writing this down, 2 tablespoons of butter. And what did you just put in there?
Just corn. Plain corn. About 1 cup.
About 1 cup of corn.
And you can use fresh, frozen, or canned. Either way. They all work.
But you have a preference, which would be fresh, right?
Fresh is always nicer, but we can't get that in the winter, so I'm okay with canned.
Okay.
Okay.
Butter's almost ready.
Okay. So then we're going to add the polenta.
Polenta.
Yeah.
You can
go
get
for
this
it.
anywhere, right?
Anywhere. Just make sure it's dried polenta.
How much
then
polenta
you
did we just put in?
About 1 cup as well.
Okay, so we just did 1 cup of polenta. And we just mix it like this.
You mix that for me
Okay.
while I'm going to bring that and put the corn right over here.
Now the corn has a what kind of consistency how would you describe that?
Well, you want to puree it completely.
Okay.
But it's always a little coarse.
Now you also teach. Now where do you teach?
I teach in New York and in Connecticut.
We're in Connecticut.
In Connecticut, I teach in a few cooking schools like Silo, and also in my house, I have a semi-professional kitchen, and my website is chefleticia.com. So if anybody would like to take cooking classes, just send me an email.
Really?
You can schedule, yeah.
And you can do it at home?
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah. Easy.
Easy. All right, so is this almost ready?
Yep, then we pour that into a bowl,
Okay.
just like that. Go for it. And then we turn this off.
I'll try not to be a mess.
No, a little bit of mess is okay. That's the nature of cooking,
That's true.
right?
Absolutely. Okay.
Perfect. I can see you doing this
Well,
at home.
I do too, actually. This is one recipe I think I can do at home.
Absolutely, so easy. Well, that's the thing about the book. It's really then we add the sour cream. Go ahead
And
and
how much sour cream do we have in
1
here?
cup as well,
Okay, write that down, everybody. 1 cup of sour cream.
and baking powder. So the cookbook is really, it demystifies Brazilian cooking, because everybody thinks that, you need to go to Brazil to find the ingredients. No way. I did all the developing right here shopping at local markets.
Well, so many of these markets offer international foods.
Yes. That's the thing about today. It's so easy. You shop local and you eat global.
The baking powder, how much of baking powder do we put in there?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of baking powder. So add that to your list.
And then a handful of cheese.
What is it, about a cup and a half, maybe?
Yeah, 1.5 cup. We're going to save a little bit for the topping. And then look how nice this crust. It rises so beautifully. Then I have this ready here. We're going to pour that into here.
And that was the ground beef mixture that we just
Yes.
cooked. And what was in there in the ground beef mixture?
So ground beef, and make sure you get a ground beef with a little bit of fat content.
Okay.
Otherwise, it tastes too dry. And pancetta, onion, garlic, carrots.
How much ground beef did you put in there? About 2 pounds?
About 1 pound and a quarter.
1 and a quarter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is this almost ready to be put?
Almost ready. We can pour it right here.
Okay.
And then we'll sprinkle some cheese on top.
This is in the shepherd's pie version. This would be the mashed potatoes.
Yes, yes, that would be
Okay.
the topping.
All
And
right.
I have to say, once I met this recipe, I kind of like developed this
I'm
recipe.
sure you did.
I don't even do shepherd's pie anymore.
You don't. This is it, huh?
This is it. It's so wonderful. And you can also freeze this.
Well, this is probably healthier. Instead of the potatoes, you have the corn.
I think it's also more different. You know, we're so used to the mashed potatoes, and it's not that it's bad. I love shepherd's pie,
I
but
do
this is
too.
more. This is more, you know, exotic a little bit. It has a nice, cozy
Okay.
feeling. So we
And you
just
topped it.
sprinkle some.
There you go. Oh, I love
Perfect.
this.
Isn't it
I
wonderful?
need to do more of this in the kitchen. Get involved.
I'm telling you.
Okay, now, then you put it in the
Then we
oven?
put it in the oven
For how long?
for about 20 to 25 minutes.
And we have our finished version right there.
Yes.
And we're ready to taste.
Absolutely. Get my mittens on.
Now, if you want that recipe, and it is fairly easy, as you just saw, I can even do it. Just come to our website and click on Connecticut Style. All right, we're going to take a quick taste test and see how this really tastes. Oh,
Look
you
at
can
the
hear the crunch.
Yeah, yeah, and look at the
It's beautiful.
corn
So this is what you
layer.
want, this consistency, that golden look. Okay, I'm just quickly try that. Delicious.
Isn't it delicious?
Thank you, Leticia.
Thank you for having me.
Coming